Hello everyone and welcome back. We are playing more Ultra Street Fighter 2. Before we get in there though, let's play around with the style, shall we? Go back to classic style for the sound and graphics. Because when you come here, you still, for some reason, have the weird filters on the character portraits. Thankfully, though, they're at least using the classic sprites. So let's pick a color for Blanka over here. Number one always works.
Jamaica.
Anyways, we are playing with Blanka over here.
One fight.
Now, as you can see, in classic mode, the game is presented in the original 4x3. There we go. Blanka, much like Honda, is mostly a charge character. Whew. He has two charge moves that are hold back, then go forward, with punch for straight
Round two. Fight.
to go straight for your opponent, and with kick to do that overhead. Also like E-Honda, he has moves that you can use. I'm not gonna lose my first fucking... Come on. Got him. That was close.
You win.
A lot closer than I'd like. Anyway, Blanka also has a mash punch move, which is his electrical shock.
Hong Kong. Round one. Fight.
And like Honda's, it can be a little difficult to execute. Oh, hell no. Got him.
You win.
That I do.
Round two.
As you can probably tell, Blanka's not exactly a character I play much. Also, you might notice the character portraits. Whew. On the corners next to our life bars look a lot nicer than they do in full size. My guess is that they're just using those and just kind of blowing them up
Win.
for the HD, for for the big pictures, which is why they look a little washed out. Apply a cheap filter, call it a day.
China.
And here we have Chun-Li.
Round one. Fight.
One of only two female competitors in this game. I mean, characters, whatever. Ooh, nice one. And done.
You win.
It's funny because now
Round two, fight.
there seems to be quite a few, not as many as the male characters in the Street Fighter series, of course, but nowhere near as much of a novelty as it was back in the time when the original SF2 came out. Oh, bitch. That was a lot easier than the last few, which I'll take. I think in classic mode, yeah, they don't give him a lot of words in his victory poses, which is kind of weird.
USA.
But I think in this classic mode, I'm not sure, but I think you can change the borders. I'll have to take a look at that at some point. Give it a try, boy. Ooh. And he's dead.
You win.
Blanka seems to benefit a lot from rolling in
Two, fight.
and trying to get that grab as fast as possible. Ooh. Of course, Ken still has that fucking tendency to throw random dragon punches. Come on, bitch. Of course, when he wants to do the multiple Shoryukens, that's when you have the best shot to fucking hit him. Put some bees on him. I bite harder than a tiger and strike faster than a jaguar.
Japan.
And you're uglier than both, that's for damn sure, Blanka.
Round one.
And hey, look, it's Honda. Come on, Honda. Woo! Damn. Well, looks like we're not seeing Akuma this time.
You lose.
That's an ass kicking. Holy shit.
Round two, fight.
Like I said, I don't play this guy a lot. Probably the first time in years I've played Blanka. In any game he's been in. From getting my ass kicked to getting a perfect.
You win. Perfect.
Yeah, so sometimes it really just has weird turnarounds like that. Oh, hell no. Okay, we now know that his that E Honda's charge has higher priority than mine. And at least I can still lame his stupid ass out.
You win.
That is nice. Come on, let's get to the next motherfucker.
India.
Now we move from very fat to very skinny. Here's Dalsim.
Round one, fight.
He's a very interesting character. Oh, bitch. Bite, bite, bite.
You win.
I don't even know how my man's mouth can get that big.
Two, fight.
I will say this. For as bad as Street Fighter 1 is, I kind of agree with this one YouTuber that I watch, Zeusdaz, that the characters in Street Fighter 1 weren't quite as ridiculous. When you take a look at these guys, neither of them could really exist. Whereas everybody in the first Street Fighter at least looked like fucking human beings. Tear off the meat to get to the bone. That's the way of the jungle.
Mexico.
That's actually a pretty awesome, awesome taunt.
Round one, fight.
But yeah, everybody in Street Fighter 1 at least, you know, looked like somebody who could be a fighter, you know what I'm saying? Whereas starting here, a lot of the characters in Street Fighter from 2 on were getting kind of ridiculous. Not to say there aren't any believable characters anymore. Here you have Sakura, Karin, whoa. T-Hawk wouldn't be so bad if he wasn't so fucking stereotypical.
You win.
I mean, caricature is caricature, you know what I'm saying?
Round two.
But,
fight.
oh. But yeah, they got a little more fantastical as the games went on. Well, I take it yes. Oh. One thing I hate about charge characters, you think you have enough charge, but you don't. And then you whiff horribly and you take a shit ton of damage.
You win.
But hey, at least I was able to get through that. So it's all good. Yes, I do. Now for the final regular character, here we have Cammy, the other lady of Street Fighter 2.
Round one, fight.
A member of British Special Forces whose uniform is practically being eaten by her ass. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. But I can't imagine it's very comfortable to fight in that thing.
You win.
Although Cammy being petite, I guess,
Fight.
is a nice little counterbalance to the extremely thick Chun-Li. Oh, hell no, bitch. And now we are off to the bosses.
You win.
That's right, Blanca. Flipping midair. And now we are at the bosses. Balrog or
Round one, fight.
Mike Tyson. Let's be real here. Fun fact, although I'm sure most people know this by now, the characters, the boss characters, originally this was M. Bison, a boxer. In the Japanese version, he's M. Bison, but for releasing the game in America, Capcom was concerned about getting the absolute piss suit out of them. And with good reason. I mean, as far as copyright infringement goes, I mean, look at the guy. Mike would easily win that case. But rather than just giving him a brand new name, what they did was they switched around some of the other existing names. So this guy used to be M. Bison,
Fame.
and Vega here used to be Balrog,
Round one, fight.
which I think works better for the boxer, because he does have a sort of bull-like fighting style where he just charges at you. And if you remember Lord of the Rings, the Balrog is like this big fucking giant bull monster. So it kind of works. It kind of works for him a little better. At least I feel. Whereas Vega, with his pretty looks and his more finesseful acrobatic fighting style, it works better to have him be the guy named Vega. Ooh, 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 ooh.
You win.
That was close.
Round 2, fight.
And since Sagat had to be left alone because he was in the first Street Fighter, he was the final boss of the first Street Fighter, they decided to make the Japanese Vega, the dictator, give him the name M. Bison. Given that he looks absolutely fuck all like Mike Tyson, that seemed like the best course of action.
You win.
Honestly seemed a very complicated answer to a simple fucking problem. Seeing you in action is a joke, which is Blanca's
Thailand.
winning quote from the original run of the Street Fighter II
Round 1,
game.
fight.
And here we have Sagat. Who actually sounds kind of nerdy in the original. Oh no, you don't, bitch. With the original voices. Oh, what do I know, right? Oh. Ooh. That was a lot closer than it needed to be. Let me pick up this fucking box. I think I've mentioned the table I have my joystick on isn't the most steady of all tables. All right. That seemed to be a something added new to this particular version of the game was throw teching. I remember that actually being quite controversial when Ultra was released, because the older versions didn't have throw teching. At least not that I remember. Maybe they introduced that in Super Turbo, I'm not sure. Anyway, here's M. Bison, or as the Japanese know him, Vega.
1, fight.
Ooh. Who, being the traditional final boss, is a cheap bastard.
You win.
Blanca's ending,
Round 2,
which I don't think they really altered from the original version, is perhaps the most cheesy of all the endings. Oh, hell no. Gotcha.
You win.
Another playthrough ends. And now, Blanca celebrates his victory only to be met by Blanka achieved the notoriety he saw from his performance in the Street Fighter tournament. Millions of people saw his image, including his mother, who believed she lost her son in Brazil in an airplane accident over Brazil. Jimmy? So basically, Blanka's mom sees how well he performed. I don't know why she'd be watching a fighting tournament. But she somehow recognizes Blanka as this giant monster man, you know, as her little kid. And for some reason, Blanka doesn't question it. It's all good. So this makes no fucking sense because, well, because I can't believe he looked anything like the kid he was after that crash. But like I said, it's just cheesy. It's a bit comedy. Let's be honest. It's a bit comedy. You know, you can tell that Blanka was never meant to be a very serious character. But that's the Blanka playthrough. Not a bad run if I do say so myself. Yeah, I mean it's a fine little game. You know, Street Fighter 2, man. If you're one of the 5 people who haven't played Street Fighter 2 in one form or another, this is a very good game. And while I don't think this is a great purchase for someone who already has a HD remix, this is actually still a good presentation of Street Fighter 2. So, you know, if you don't have HD remix, this is a very good game to get. Anyway, I'd like to say thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you for the next game. But until next time, have a great day, and as always, God bless you. See y'all later.